Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We have Wesley here this afternoon from All Teaching Jobs in PA. He has a great presentation prepared for us, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Wesley, and he can get this session started. So thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. First and foremost, I think it's important to point out that I myself am actually a teacher. I've been teaching for about 20 years. I teach health and phys ed. I've taught for no less than 9 different school districts. I also coached various sports such as water polo, swimming, and track and field. But aside from that, I have created a website that is relevant to all teachers who graduate college who are looking for a job in Pennsylvania. And I will share my screen and show you what this website looks like. Although, now I don't know where that thing went to.
Should be across the bottom, the share screen feature. There you go.
There we go. All right. Now, the website that I created is called Teaching Jobs in PA, or teachinginpa.com. And all that it is we literally post every single teaching job in the state of Pennsylvania from all 500 public school districts and the 29 intermediate units, because those are also public entities. What that means is you will never miss a teaching job opening if you utilize this website. And I created this because other resources such as PA Educator, PA Reap, and a great many others have never really fully covered the entire state. They solicit the school districts, and as a result, they don't get all the school districts. Well, I, as a teacher, wanted to know where all the jobs are. I'm not satisfied with just 10% of the openings or 20% of the openings. I want to know every single opening, every single week. And that's what I've been doing for the past 11 years. We literally manually go to every single school district in the state of Pennsylvania, all 500 public districts, and we check their openings and we copy and paste them on one web page for everybody to see. And if you see the website right here, as you can see in the screen share, it is exactly what it says it is. You know, Teaching Jobs in PA. We cover all 500 public school districts. The vacancies are posted by subject area, and we alphabetize that list. So for example, art teachers are at the top, elementary teachers a little bit further down, special ed near the bottom. We do break special ed down into several categories, such as we have autistic learning support, we have emotional support, we have gifted, we cover those domains, and you'll see that listed. If you're an entity that is split up, you'll see it labeled on our master list. So as you scroll down here, you see it says listed below is each professional subject area. Now we also cover things such as psychologists, school psychologists, guidance counselors, ESL teachers. If it's a professional entity in the public school setting, it's something that we post. Okay? That includes administrative positions. So if you're looking to be a vice principal or a dean of students, we post those also. So you can see where it says posting date at the top of these current URL links is 5/28/20. That's because we update this website every Thursday, usually every Thursday around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We will have the new list of job openings posted. And we also, underneath that, you can see we confirm that Pennsylvania school districts are still posting job openings during the COVID-19 time period. We have not seen a decline of that at all. Last week, for example, there was only 4 less jobs posted. There was like 867 jobs posted compared to the 871 of last year at the same time. So this is not, the pandemic has not affected school districts trying to hire candidates at all. So just be forewarned about that, coming from the teacher standpoint again. And you'll see down below how it's broken into subject areas. You'll see art, teaching jobs in PA, and you see a bunch of links underneath of those. I'm going to scroll down to elementary teachers because that seems to be the most common area. You'll see other things such as behavioral specialist, business teaching jobs in PA, computer science teaching jobs, and then there's early childhood. Early childhood, we only label the jobs based on what the school district says to label it as. So if Hempfield School District says, oh, we have an early childhood teaching job, we'll post it as that. But if they just post, we have an elementary teaching job, kindergarten, we might not post that as early childhood because it was labeled as elementary. So just be aware of that. As you scroll down, here's elementary, and you see a whole bunch of links. You'll see school districts like Wissahickon, and then you'll see this Applatrack, WASD, which is probably West Shore Area School District. You'll see what school district it is when you click on the link. We'll go down to the bottom, CD schools. I know that one, Central Dauphin. It's actually near where I teach for Harrisburg. And as you scroll down, we click on that because it was under the elementary openings. And as you scroll down this list, you see where it'll say elementary teaching jobs. Now right here, you see long-term, you see second grade teacher, South Side, and it was posted on 5/28. Underneath that, you'll see long-term substitute part-time kindergarten teacher, North Side. So what we're doing is, and you'll see down near, closer to the bottom, fifth grade teacher, North Side. And then you see a bunch of long-term substitute positions. We post whatever they post. So if you have if they have an opening, and they could have 3 or 4 openings, or in this case 5 or 6, if one of them is an elementary opening, we post that link on our webpage under elementary. That way you're going directly to that school district's employment page. Each district has their own method for how you apply. So for example, if I were to close this tab, now that was Central Dauphin School District, and we go down one more to Carlisle School District. Also not all that far away. And you scroll down, now you see their system looks virtually identical. That's because they're both using something called Applatrack. And you see where it says third grade teacher, second grade teacher, fifth grade teacher, again, with the way that's denoted. Also, what we'll do is, and you see music teacher. So if you were to go down to music on our website, you would see this link posted there under music because they have a music teacher opening. We would also include the band teacher. Anything that's after school for music entities, we post also. So if they needed something like marching band or something that's after school affiliated, we post those also because we recognize, like I'm a teacher also, and from my coaching background, I recognize that's a step in the door. Even if you take that as a part-time job, that gives you the opportunity to build your credentials to be able to get the full-time job should one becoming available shortly. So we do post those under music as well. And there are some other subject areas that will post those little entities that might not be a full-time position, but it gets you in the door. But just wanted you to be aware that these school districts, a majority of them use Applatrack. So if I close this district, that was Carlisle. Let's say I go to Berwick, two down from that one. Now this one you'll see is a little bit different. It says anticipated vacancies on the upper left-hand corner, and it says elementary, it says 3. Well, they have 3 openings for elementary teachers, but they don't use Applatrack. So Applatrack was the system that you just saw in the previous 2 where you'll hit apply and you have to upload all of your credentials. So your resume, I know mine's about 30 pages long when you add your praxis exams, all your clearances, your FBI, criminal record background checks, all that fun stuff. All of that gets loaded into the Applatrack system when you apply to just one of those schools from Applatrack, and then you can forward it to other school districts that you apply to. It's wonderful. I mean, it didn't exist anywhere near as much as it does now back when I was applying to jobs. Some school districts, however, don't use it. Maybe about 70% or so of the districts you apply to will use that, and that's great. It saves you a bundle of time. This school district, however, Berwick, does not. They're old school. You can see down there, it says, please send PA standard application, cover letter, resume, 3 letters of recommendation, so on and so forth. They want you to mail in your stuff. That's old school. Some schools still do that. A lot of, about 30% will still do that. So you do want to be prudent and have all of your resources ready for that application process, because some school districts might only have their opening up for about a week or a week and a half. And if you saw it on our website on a Thursday and they posted it on that Monday, and then you wait until the following Monday to apply, congratulations, you might only have 3 or 4 days for your materials to arrive before they are done collecting candidates for that position, for potential interviews. So you do want to be Johnny on the spot with applying to positions when you see them. So that's just my little tidbit of advice as a teacher, speaking from personal experience. But the goal of this website, and the reason that I created this 11 years ago, is because nobody does this. Nobody posts every single job opening in the state like we do. And we do that on purpose because we want teachers to be able to find openings. They shouldn't have to scour the earth to be able to find a job. We are literally posting every single public school opening in the state. We don't cover the private and charter schools. They don't have the same medical benefits. They don't have the same retirement plans. We cover the public school system because you could literally bounce from, like I have, from district to district, and all of your retirement, your medical benefits, all that stuff carries over into the next district. So it's, and especially the retirement, that's the best part. But the pay is outstanding. Now there is one private / charter school that we do include, and it's the Milton Hershey School District. And the reason we include them is because they are literally better than the public school system when it comes to pay. They're backed by chocolate. I mean, come on, it's not going anywhere. So even if the public school system were to ever crash or fail, you would still have Milton Hershey, I'm sure. But I just wanted, to express today, show what this resource is and what it means for the teachers who graduate, because you don't have to go all over the earth trying to browse for these job openings. We literally post every single opening from all 500 public school districts every single week, every single Thursday, all year long. We're not worried about holidays and weekends. Like I cover this every single day. So if someone were to say join or email and say, send me the list, I got you. You within 10 hours, you'll get something. So, and it's just really exists for the teachers to be able to utilize so that they don't have to worry about missing a job opening. Nothing's worse than that, especially if it's a district that was close to where you live and you didn't know that it was there. And you'll notice at the bottom, I'm just going to point this out real quick because this goes in tangent with missing openings. You'll see in the parentheses where it says the list above is only a partial list. We don't post the entire list on the website. It's about 26 pages long right now, the full list. But you'll see it says the list above is only a partial list. To view the other 80% of the job openings, please follow the instructions at the bottom of this page listed, labeled under the word details. And this is the more important part. Important, some school districts utilize our website as their sole advertiser, meaning you will only find their openings posted on our website job list. And the members, people who subscribe to our website, have access to all the job openings. But the point is, if it's a school district that you're interested in and they only post their openings on our website, you don't want to miss those openings because they're not going to bother posting them elsewhere. They don't use Indeed and other things because they recognize that they were getting bombarded by a lot of applicants who weren't even Pennsylvania teacher certified. And here in Pennsylvania, the public school system, you have to have a Pennsylvania certification to be hired, or at least be working towards an emergency certification. And that's why a lot of districts are starting to utilize us as their sole advertising method, because they know that we only cater to Pennsylvania certified teachers, or at least teachers who have the degree in hand and are able to actually apply for the position. Now, a lot of students who have just graduated and the COVID-19 messed up the timeline of their graduation. School districts recognize that. You can still apply. They know that you might be getting your degree slightly after the fact. But the point is you'll still have everything ready for the time that the school year begins. So, and they're aware of that, just to make note. So today, if any teachers who view this presentation, if you would like the full list of job openings as of today emailed to you, just simply email me at teachingjobsinpa@gmail.com, or you can use any of the other contact information on our website. We have contact us over here, and teachinginpa@yahoo.com. That's fine also. And you just simply say, send us the list, and we will email you the full list. Doesn't cost anything, so you can see how this website works and functions for you, and you can start applying to jobs and see what that process is like. And that's all I needed to share today.
Great. Thanks, Wesley. Does anyone that's on the call here live have any questions? Feel free to throw them in the chat. If not, this is really helpful. I think this is a fantastic resource for educators. So I know anyone that's joining the call hopefully learned a little bit today, and that anyone who views this at a later time will have a better understanding of this resource and how it can help them find their career. Do you mind just repeating that email again for everyone here on the call, Wesley?
Yes, it could use any one of two emails: teachingjobsinpa@gmail.com or teachinginpa@yahoo.com. And again, that'll be on the contact us portion of the page. at our website, teachingnpa.com.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.